Hi, this is James Gardner, the CineTechGeek at CinemaCon 2016 with NEC. And NEC was pretty much the starters of the laser revolution with their Phosphor or blue phosphor laser projectors a number of years ago. And this year they're bringing out a new product to fill out the top end of that market. So I've got Rich McPherson here, and he's going to tell us about this new primary-based laser solution.
Thank you. We are actually introduced our NC3540 LS, which is a 35,000 lumen RGB laser system. The laser module that we are actually using is a 6-piece system with 70,000 lumens, but we're projecting it in a 35,000 lumen head, and that is realistically a 3 primary system that we're projecting on here. We're using a 22-foot wide screen, and what we really are excited about is the fact that in the typical theater projection RGB space, with laser RGB systems you usually have a speckle consideration. We're very confident with this new system that speckle is at a minimum, and we're not having to shake the screen as typically manufacturers are having to do today.
That's in your 3P configuration.
That's in the 3P configuration. Actually, there's 2 ways to look at our system today. We have a 3P system internal to our suite, and then our partner for the RGB laser system is called IGB Photonics. They're actually in suite 3, and they are doing a dual head system at 6P using the NEC laser projector head as well.
So we're talking about there is it with only 35,000 looms with the 3P, right? And that's just 3P. But the module, the laser modules, there's like it's a fiber optic feed from a laser module, correct? Right. And it's got a liquid cooling system in there. Is that correct?
It is a liquid cooling system with standard water cooled system.
Yes. Which is
itself.
important to the longevity of them. I think that liquid cooling is one of the key aspects of the longevity, and being confident, and then you're going to reach the 30,000 hours at 10 to 20% sort of usage model. So That's always a very assuring characteristic of the technology here. But so you've got that module, but when we're talking about the infotech or the sort of other sort of 3D glasses, I imagine the other system is capable of doing that.
Yeah, the other system is the same system altogether, but over there they're using the Dolby glasses.
That's right.
And so that Dolby system is for the 6 primary colors. So it's a 3P for one left eye and 3P for the right eye, for instance.
That's right.
In our situation, we actually are going to promote the product as being 30,000 hours of use at 90% brightness at the end of the usage limit. So 30,000 hours, by the time you reach 30,000 hours, you'll have 90% of the original brightness. That's something different in the industry as well, and we're very confident, based on the new technology that we're using, that we will be able to achieve that.
That's right. And it's interesting to note that the demo unit here, I'll do some cutaways, but the head running off 110 volts, it doesn't have any real heat footprint at all, and then you've got because of the cooling system or the liquid cooling, even the laser subsystem again is quite a low noise, and it's not generating a massive amount of heat for the sort of light levels that we're expecting from it.
Correct. Yeah, the projector head itself is a 110 system, as you mentioned, but it has its own liquid cooling system internal. But it's not. It's a very small liquid cooling system, just because there's not as much heat generated internal to the projector, especially when you're using RGB systems. The laser module has its own water cooled system external, but because of the size of the laser module itself, the cooling module is very small as well. And not only in this system that we're demonstrating, we actually have the cooling system tied to the laser module, but you don't actually have to have a specific cooling system tied to each projector or each laser module to each projector. You can actually have a massive laser system and one cooling system tied to the water within the theater, for instance, the exhibition theater, and not have to have a different chiller for each all the different laser modules, because you can use one system.
So basically you're saying we're centralizing the laser modules could be feeding multiple screens.
Absolutely. So that would be the concept in some situations moving forward, where depending if it's a standard size of screens, we can use one laser module, one cooler system to then fiber optically feed all the different projector heads in that theater.
Cool. So it's good to know that you're filling out the top end of the product, or what everyone's calling their flagship laser technologies. When will this be available for sale?
We anticipate that this particular model, whether it's a 2P or 3P and 6P, will be available in the fall timeframe of 2016. That's our anticipation.
Is that fall, which is?
When we could say anywhere from August to October is when we realistically anticipate starting to ship the units.
Okay, cool. So thank you very much. That's the NEC's laser story, and this is the year of laser at CinemaCon. Every vendor has now a Phosphor low end and a primary laser on the ball, or soon to come to the market. So it's a flagstaff year for that. And before we go, we're standing in front of some other well-known NEC technologies, and NEC again are very much getting into foyer-based solutions. Like we've got a blue laser phosphor projector here, being used with this unit here, so it can actually display the screen straight up like that. Those are sort of technologies we expect to filter down into the foyer and the entertainment part of the solutions going forward.
Correct. Yeah, and this is the PX803, which is an 8,000 lumen projector, laser phosphor, as you mentioned. That also has 20,000 lumen. That's 20,000 hour lifetime. But we're showing it with an NP 35 ml lens, which is an ultra short throw lens. What's effective about that is, if you're looking, as you can see from the image, the projector is very close to the screen itself. It can be either beneath the screen or above it, out of the way from any other obstacles in the room. And it realistically, depending on your configuration, you can create a video wall sense, a video wall feel by edge blending the image, and not anybody noticing what that projector actually is doing. People will think that it's a flat panel display.
Yes, that's right. Anyway, thank you very much, Rick. I appreciate you discussing on my video channel. And yes, we'll take it from there. Thank you for watching CineTechGeek. This is my last interview with all of you laser guys, and I'm getting tired. You can probably tell by now. So there you go. That's CinemaCon 2016. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.